work and in your car. Now, we want you to share your version of it. Calling all music buffs from across India to let your inner artists out by creating an incredible remix of the NDTV signature track for the world to hear. Log on to ndtv.com/bestofndtv to access the original track. Get inspired and submit your rendition. One winner gets an all-expense paid holiday for two to the luxurious Alila Fort, Bishangarh, Rajasthan. NDTV 24/7. 20th year celebrations.
This is NDTV. No noise, no shouting, and most importantly, no lies. Our lead story tonight. Khalistani leader Amritpal Singh has been arrested by the Punjab police. He has surrendered himself in Moga in Punjab at a Gurudwara in the Rode village. Now, two important points here. One, that he's surrendered in Rode village, and that's the birthplace of the terrorist and Khalistani separatist leader slain, terrorist Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala. And in many ways, you could see Amritpal Singh pretending and behaving like Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala in the way he spoke, in the way he dressed, in the way he walked. All of that resembled with Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala, and even to surrender to the Punjab police, he's chosen that exact location to surrender to the Punjab police, the Rode village, which is the birthplace of Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala. Now remember, the Punjab police was looking for the Khalistani separatist leader Amritpal Singh for the last 1 month. They started a massive search operation to look for Amritpal Singh on the 18th of March, and ever since Amritpal Singh was on the run, he changed states from Punjab, he moved to Haryana, he was also spotted in the national capital over the last 1 month, but the Punjab police was unable to nab him. But now finally, he has surrendered himself, and in fact, let's just try to understand how all of this panned out. It was really unexpected, nobody saw it coming, but yesterday, what we're being told is that yesterday Amritpal Singh actually went to this Gurudwara in the Rode village of Moga district in Punjab, and there he communicated to the police that I want to surrender, and after which the Punjab police surrendered him early in the morning today. Now, he was the most wanted in Punjab. The Punjab police had been looking for him since March, and they started this operation along with central investigation agencies as well. So it was a combined operation of the Punjab police, and several central investigation agencies were also involved. Intelligence agencies were involved to nab the Khalistani leader Amritpal Singh, who's also said to have links with the Pakistan intelligence agency, the ISI. But let's just understand what really happened from one person who was there when Amritpal Singh surrendered at that Gurudwara. Listen in.
ਰਾਤ ਲੇਟ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਆ ਰੋਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ 'ਚ, ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅੱਜ ਰੋਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਚਿਰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ, ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਖੁਦ ਹੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਖੁਦ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਹਾਲਾਤ ਦੱਸ ਦੂੰਗਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ। ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਨਾ ਦੇਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਕਾਰਨ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਖੁਦ ਹੀ ਦੱਸ ਦਾਂਗਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਿਆ, 5 ਪਾਠ 24 ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਕੀਤੇ। ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿੱਟ ਤਿਆਰ ਕੀਤੀ, ਚੋਲੇ ਪਾਏ, ਪਰਨੇ ਪਾਏ, ਕੰਘੇ 2 ਲਏ, ਚੱਪਲਾਂ ਲਈਆਂ, ਚੋਲੇ ਪਾਏ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗਏ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕੀਤਾ, ਬਰੀਫ ਜਿਹਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ।
The Punjab police is currently addressing a press conference. Let's just listen in.
ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਵਿੰਗ ਲੈ ਕੇ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਟਰਨਲ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ, ਕਾਊਂਟਰ ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਵਿੰਗ, ਸਾਰੇ ਬੜਾ ਆਪਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਕੋਆਰਡੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ NSA ਦੇ ਵਾਰੰਟਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ ਕੋਰਟ ਨੇ। तो ਅੱਜ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਟੇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। NSA ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਾਰੰਟਸ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਗਜ਼ੀਕਿਊਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਡਰ ਡਿਟੇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਫਰਦਰ ਇਸ ਕੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਦੇ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਊਗੀ। ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ, ਪਬਲਿਕ ਨੇ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੂੰਗਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਪੂਰੇ ਦੌਰ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਮਿਊਨਲ ਹਾਰਮਨੀ ਪੀਸ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵੀ ਕਮਿਟਡ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਮਿਊਨਲ ਹਾਰਮਨੀ ਤੇ ਪੀਸ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਔਰ ਕੁਝ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਐਲੀਮੈਂਟਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਖਰਾਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਊਗੀ। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਕਰੀਬ 6:45 ਤੇ ਰੋਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਤੇ ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਵਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਕਰੀਟ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਇਨਪੁਟਸ ਦੇ ਬੇਸਿਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਰੋਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਆ। ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਨਾਕਾਬੰਦੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਨੂੰ ਘੇਰਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਪਰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸੀਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਮਰਿਆਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਸੁਪਰੀਮ ਆ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਫਰਜ਼ ਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਰਿਆਦਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਛੇੜਛਾੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ। ਸੋ ਉਸ ਸਬੰਧ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਕਨਵੇ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਘਿਰ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਕੋਈ ਚਾਰਾ escape ਦਾ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਕਰੀਬ 6:45 ਤੇ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ NSA ਦੇ ਅਧੀਨ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਡਿਟੇਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਵਾਰੰਟ ਐਗਜ਼ੀਕਿਊਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦਿਬਰੂਗੜ੍ਹ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਵਾਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੇ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜੁਆਇੰਟ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦਾ ਤੇ इंटेलिजेंस विंग ਦਾ। पंजाब पुलिस को जो लगातार पंजाब पुलिस ने इस केस में दबाव बनाया हुआ था पिछले 35 दिन से, सारे ही पंजाब पुलिस के जो विंग्स थे वो प्रॉपर कोऑर्डिनेशन के साथ काम कर रहे थे, जिसमें इंटेलिजेंस विंग है, बाकी सारे हमारे विंग्स हैं। अमृतपाल सिंह के खिलाफ NSA के वारंट्स इशू हुए थे। इन वारंट्स को आज सुबह एग्जीक्यूट किया गया है। उसकी गिरफ्तारी जो है NSA के अधीन की गई है। फर्दर इसमें जो लॉ है अपने पेस पे ड्यू प्रोसेस के साथ लॉ काम करेगा। इसमें पंजाब के लोगों ने इस पूरे ऑपरेशन के दौरान पंजाब में कम्युनल हार्मनी पीस को मेंटेन किया है। हम अपनी तरफ से पूरे पंजाब के लोगों का धन्यवाद करते हैं जिन्होंने एक कम्युनल हार्मनी और पीस मेंटेन की है इन दिनों में। और पंजाब पुलिस कमिटेड है पंजाब में पीस मेंटेन करने को, और पंजाब पुलिस ने इन दिनों में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को पूरी तरह से मेंटेन किया है। साथ के साथ मैं उन एलिमेंट्स को जो मिस्चीवियस एलिमेंट्स हैं जो पंजाब का माहौल ख़राब करना चाहते हैं उनको वार्न करते हैं पंजाब पुलिस की तरफ से कि किसी को पंजाब का माहौल ख़राब करने की इजाज़त नहीं दी जाएगी। स्पेशल ऑपरेशनल इनपुट्स हमारे पास थे जिसमें पंजाब पुलिस और पंजाब पुलिस के जो इंटेलिजेंस विंग है उनके पास थे कि अमृतपाल सिंह रोडे विलेज में प्रेजेंट है। सुबह एक ऑपरेशन चला के जिसमें पूरे विलेज को प्रॉपर तरीके से पूरे संयम के साथ पेशेंस के साथ कॉर्डन करके, और उसके बाद क्योंकि स्पेसिफिक इन्फॉर्मेशन थी कि अमृतपाल सिंह गुरुद्वारा साहब के अंदर है, गुरुद्वारा साहब की जो मर्यादा है वो सबसे सुप्रीम है, तो उसको मेंटेन करते हुए एक मैसेज उसके पास चला गया, कन्वे हो गया, उसको पता चल गया कि अब वो सारी तरफ से गिर चुका है और उसके पास एस्केप करने का कोई रूट नहीं है। तो इसमें पंजाब पुलिस का जो अमृतसर रूरल पुलिस है और इंटेलिजेंस के जो हमारे ऑफिसर्स हैं उनके कोऑर्डिनेशन से सुबह उसको रोडे विलेज से गिरफ्तार किया गया है। गिरफ्तार करने के बाद NSA का जैसे मैंने बताया वारंट एग्जीक्यूट किया गया है, उसमें गिरफ्तार करके उसको दिब्रूगढ़ असम के लिए एज पर प्रोसीजर एज पर लॉ जो है रवाना कर दिया गया है। इस पूरे एपिसोड के दौरान जो पंजाब के लोगों ने पीस मेंटेन की है उसके लिए पंजाब पुलिस की तरफ से पंजाब गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से हम लोगों के बहुत थैंकफुल हैं। Under relentless pressure by Punjab Police from last 35 days and all the wings of Punjab Police, they have worked in coordination for this special operation. I would just like to explain that NSA warrants were issued against Amritpal Singh and NSA warrants have been executed today morning. Further, law will take its own course in this case. People in Punjab, they have maintained peace and harmony. And Punjab Police and especially Punjab government is thankful to the people of Punjab for maintaining communal peace, communal harmony during this period. Punjab Police is committed to maintain law and order in the state of Punjab. Any mischievous element spreading any type of rumor, they are warned to be careful and strict action would be taken against them. Any such rumor, any such mischief will not be tolerated by Punjab Police. Amritpal Singh has been arrested by Punjab Police at around 6:45 AM today morning in village Rode. He was absconding from last about more than 1 month. Special operation was launched. A joint operation was conducted by Amritsar Police and Intelligence Wing of Punjab Police. He was located in village Rode based on operational inputs by Punjab Police, and he was surrounded from all sides. The village was surrounded by Punjab police. Since he was inside a Gurdwara Sahib, so to maintain sanctity of Gurdwara Sahib is supreme for everyone. So to maintain sanctity, the police did not enter the Gurdwara Sahib, and since he knew that he had no way to escape now, he was surrounded by Punjab police from all sides. The village was surrounded by Punjab police. So he was arrested at around 6:45. He has been taken to Dibrugarh under NSA, and further the law will take its own course. We are thankful to people of Punjab for maintaining peace and harmony during this entire episode. Thank you so much.
ਪੂਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾ ਕੇ ਪੂਰਾ ਸਰੈਂਡਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਸੱਚਾਈ ਹੈ?
ਦੇਖੋ, ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਘਿਰ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਅੰਦਰ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ, ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਚ ਟਿੱਪਣੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾਜਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਬਟ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਪੂਰੇ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਪਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਕੰਕਰੀਟ ਇਨਪੁਟ ਸੀਗੇ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਲੇਜ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਾਊਂਡ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸੈਂਕਟਿਟੀ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਸੀਗਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ। ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਯੂਨੀਫਾਰਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਂਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ। ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਘਿਰ ਗਿਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, ਤਾਂ ਦੈਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਆ ਉਹ ਪੋਸੀਬਲ ਹੋ ਗਈ।
ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੀ, ਕੋਈ ਇਨਪੁਟ ਦਾ ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ।
ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦਿਨ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ?
ਦੇਖੋ, ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਪਿਛਲੇ 35 ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਪਿਛਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ 28 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਸ਼ਿਆਰਪੁਰ ਤੋਂ ਐਬਸਕੌਂਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਸੋ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਰੀ ਸੀਗਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਸੇ ਆਇਡੈਂਟੀਫਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਪੋਸੀਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ। ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੱਜ ਵਾਲਾ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਇਆ, ਕੰਕਰੀਟ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗਾ, ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗੀ, ਔਰ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਸੰਜਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਪੇਸ਼ੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅੰਜਾਮ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਤਫਤੀਸ਼ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਇਸ ਕੇਸ 'ਚ ਹੋਊਗੀ, ਉਹ ਟਾਈਮ ਟੂ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੱਸੀ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਫਿਲਹਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕਰਕੇ NSA ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਬੜੂਗੜ੍ਹ ਭੇਜ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਫਰਦਰ ਜੋ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਕਾਨੂੰਨੀ
ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ। ਉਹ ਸੰਤ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਭਿੰਡਰਾਂਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ?
ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਟਿੱਪਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਰਦਾ। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫੈਕਟਸ ਆ ਦੱਸੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੇ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਇਨਪੁਟਸ ਦੇ ਬੇਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਲੋਕੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ। ਲੋਕੇਟ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਵੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ escape ਦਾ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਰਦਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ।
ਸਰ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਪਾਲ ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ ਸੀਗਾ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਪਪਲਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਪਲਾਨਿੰਗ ਸੀਗਾ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਵੀ ਕਰਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਰੈਂਡਰ
ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਦੇਖੋ, ਇਸ ਕੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਜੇ ਫਰਦਰ ਕੋਈ ਟਿੱਪਣੀ ਦੇਣਾ ਵਾਜਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਕੋਈ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਫਰਦਰ ਇਸ ਕੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਟੂ ਟਾਈਮ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਾਂਗੇ।
ਕਿ ਅਮਰਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੀ ਨਾਕੀ।
ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਨਪੁਟ ਸੀਗੇ, ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਇਨਪੁਟ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਕੋਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਔਰ ਉਸੇ ਬੇਸ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਵਿਲੇਜ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਸਰਾਊਂਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਵਿਲੇਜ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਾਊਂਡ ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ escape ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਰੂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ। ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਵਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ।
10 ਤੋਂ 12 ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਪਾਲ ਦੀਆਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਮਰਥਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪੁਸ਼ਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ?
ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੋਈ ਟਿੱਪਣੀ ਅਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲਾਅ ਐਂਡ ਆਰਡਰ ਮੇਨਟੇਨਡ ਆ, ਕਮਿਊਨਲ ਹਾਰਮਨੀ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਪੂਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੀਸਫੁਲ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਅਨਸੁਖਾਵੀ ਘਟਨਾ, ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਪੋਸੀਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਆ, ਨਾ ਹੋਣ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਊਗੀ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਪੂਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਮਿਟਡ ਆ ਲਾਅ ਐਂਡ ਆਰਡਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਔਰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਪੂਰੇ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦਾ, ਪੰਜਾਬ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਥ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਥ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਮਿਊਨਲ ਹਾਰਮਨੀ ਤੇ ਪੀਸ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਅੱਗੇ ਵੀ ਉਸੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਦੇਖੋ, ਮੈਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ, ਬਟ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਇਨਪੁਟਸ ਦੇ ਬੇਸ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ, ਇਹ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਪਿਛਲੇ 35 ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਇਹ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ। 35 ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਟੀਮਸ, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਵਿੰਗ ਹੋਵੇ, ਕੋਆਰਡੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਹਰ ਆਫੀਸਰ ਹਰ ਵੇਲੇ ਕੋਆਰਡੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਿਨ ਇਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਕੋਇਨਸੀਡੈਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਿਨ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਸੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੂੰ। ਫੋਰਚੂਨੇਟਲੀ ਅੱਜ ਸਵੇਰ ਇਹ ਸਕਸੈਸਫੁਲ
28 ਮਾਰਚ ਨੂੰ ਜਦ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੇ ਹੁਸ਼ਿਆਰਪੁਰ ਦੇ ਪਿੰਡ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹਨੇ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਰਾਜਸਥਾਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਕਾਲ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਰਾਜਸਥਾਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ
ਦੇਖੋ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ। ਸੋ ਫਾਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ ਆ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਦੱਸ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ। ਫਰਦਰ ਜੋ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਊਗੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਫਿਰ ਸ਼ਾਰਟਲੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਤਫਤੀਸ਼ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ।
अमृतपाल के ऊपर फैमिली प्रेशर है, वो कहीं ना कहीं वर्कआउट किया पंजाब पुलिस का, जिस तरह से अमृतपाल की जो
मैं दोबारा तभी कह रहा हूँ कि पंजाब पुलिस का जो लगातार प्रेशर था इस केस में, जो पंजाब पुलिस ने एक लगातार दबाव बनाया हुआ था, उस दबाव के तहत ही जो इनपुट्स भी वहीं से आती हैं पंजाब पुलिस के पास, सारी फोर्सेस के पास वहीं से इनपुट्स आती हैं। तो अल्टीमेटली आज सुबह हमें ये हमारा ऑपरेशन जो है फाइनली कंप्लीटली सक्सेसफुल हो गया।
सर कल अमृतपाल अरेस्ट किए गए, आज कोई हो या
नहीं, आज सिर्फ एक अमृतपाल ने अरेस्ट किया। जी बिल्कुल जी, थैंक यू सो मच जी, थैंक यू।
So that was Punjab Police Inspector General Sukhchand Singh Gill, and importantly he's saying that Amritpal Singh, though he surrendered to the Punjab Police, but the IG there is saying that that's because he had no option, because the police had surrounded him from all corners there in the Rode village. The Punjab Police Inspector General said that they had special inputs that Amritpal Singh, the Khalistani leader, was in the Rode village in Moga, and that's why they surrounded him from all sides, and that's why he had no option but to surrender to the Punjab Police. He's also saying importantly that the condition currently in Punjab is completely peaceful and there are no incidents of any incidents violating peace in Punjab there. So those are the two important points coming in from the press conference by the Punjab Police. And to decode this further and really understand the arrest of the Khalistani leader Amritpal Singh, we have guests joining us on the broadcast. We have Mr. Kapil Madan, an advocate at the Supreme Court. We also have Ashutosh Srivastav, an advocate in the Supreme Court who also supports the BJP. And we also have Jagdeep Sandhu, who is a senior journalist. We also have Dr. Professor Vikram Singh, a former DGP in Uttar Pradesh. Let me first start with you, Dr. Vikram Singh. This is interesting what the Punjab Police IG just said, that even though till now, of course, we knew that it was a surrender, but the Punjab Police is now saying that it was a surrender technically if you look at it, but that's because he had no option, because the Punjab Police surrounded him from all angles. So they're essentially saying that we had inputs and it's the Punjab Police who's nabbed him, and it's not Amritpal Singh who has surrendered himself. So that's the sense that we're getting from the Punjab Police now.
I take your word interesting very, very seriously, and indeed it is very interesting. The police subculture allows this kind of manipulation. I'm sure they would have worked behind the curtain and behind the backstage and also ensured that he said all is well, that ends well, and I'll stop at that. Now the job of the Punjab Police has begun now. And what is it? Daljit Kalsi, 30 crores received from ISI, and also the 6 cases registered against him. And they say, we have brilliant lawyers on your panel, and they will say that the NSA detention can be quashed also. So don't take NSA as the last resort. Ensure faithful and expeditious investigation of all the other 6 cases. Charge sheet them so that all his escape routes and his attempt to go out of jail are just taken care of. I would also say intelligence operations would be the prime concern now, and all the intelligence agencies, sister agencies, should work together with the Punjab Police and get actionable intelligence from him, the support system, and also Anandpur Khalsa Force, Amritpal Tiger Force, the training, etc. How did it go into default? Attack on Ajnala police station, why no action taken, why no FIR for days together? These are the loud questions that will have to be addressed now.
Right, and Dr. Singh, if I can ask you one more question, which a lot of us are wondering, is that the Punjab Police also just said that he's being taken to Dibrugarh. In fact, he'll reach Dibrugarh at around noon, and 8 or 9, in fact, of his other aides are lodged in the Dibrugarh jail as well. So if you could help us understand why Amritpal Singh, along with his aides, why are they lodged in the Dibrugarh jail? Why not in Punjab? Is this a usual practice that's followed for such a high-profile arrests in Punjab? Is this a usual practice, and why have they chosen Dibrugarh? What do we understand from that?
I wouldn't say high profile, I would say high risk detainees to be taken to that place and also subjected to thorough interrogation, which would include polygraph test and narco analysis. And also, this happened in the early days of Punjab terrorism, when we also were impacted in UP. Our high-risk detainees were taken to Punjab, and theirs would be brought to somewhere around Nainital. This is a standard operating procedure. Absolute cooperation and coordination for sustained interrogation, because it may take weeks and weeks to get to the bottom of the entire gory episode. Who supported him? And it's known that he was in touch. Kalsi was in touch with Saad Bajwa, the son of ex-army chief Bajwa. He was instrumental in getting 30 crores. These things cannot be worked overnight. Sustained and thorough interrogation over a period of time.
Rightly put it, sir, that it's these high-risk people, high-risk arrests who were taken to the Dibrugarh jail because, of course, the security is important, and that's, of course, has to be maintained by the Punjab police there. Thanks very much, sir, for joining us. And in fact, we'll go across to our other guests as well. But as we understand, this was a joint operation by the Punjab police and several central agencies as well. And my colleague Neeta Sharma is joining us to understand further how the central agencies really work together with the Punjab police to nab Amritpal Singh. So Neeta, now the Punjab police saying that even though it was a surrender technically, but it was because Amritpal Singh had no other option, because we had surrendered him. We had surrounded him from all angles there in Moga. So how did this operation really work out? Which were the central agencies that were involved? And it was a massive operation. So could you take us through how this was a combined effort of both the Punjab police and the central agencies?
See, Priyanshi, whenever we speak to senior officers in Ministry of Home Affairs, they tell us a couple of things. First, that since the time Amritpal Singh has been on the run, since then Punjab Police is cooperating with Centre, and Centre has been aiding and assisting them in all sorts of operations as per Amritpal Singh is concerned. All his associates and his funds, his movements, they were being choked. He was being zeroed upon. That's the reason why that he had no other option than to surrender, and subsequently he was arrested. His wife, who was to fly to London, was detained at Amritsar airport. Earlier, last week, his two associates were arrested. Even India registered a case, NIA registered a case, whatever happened in London High Commission, outside London High Commission, wherein people had come and, misbehaved with Indian Tiranga. NIA, in fact, is on the lookout. They have identified people. India, there was a dialogue at Ministry of Home Affairs between Indian authorities and UK authorities, wherein UK authorities were trying to give it a color that it was a kind of a freedom of expression, which often is used as a way of protest in London. But Indian authorities made it clear that this would be the barometer as far as India-UK relations are concerned, what way they take in future, that UK needs to act against all those radical people who have been taken political asylum there, because there is a huge number of people who wanted political asylum in London, those radicalized people. So India made it clear that you need to take action, and subsequently now NIA has also registered a case, and they are also investigating. So from all fronts action was being taken. All verticals of Indian intelligence agencies were working together, were working in tandem, and that is why Amritpal Singh did not have any place to go. But we also need to see as to how he surrendered. When he was on run, that time he was wearing different kinds of choga, and now when he is surrendering, he is wearing different kinds of clothes. That time he was wearing jeans, t-shirts and goggles. Now when he surrendered, that time he was dressed like Bhindrawale. So there is a kind of a messaging in that also. Indian intelligence agency raised a question that, he has been raising a question that whatever is happening in India as far as Sikhs are concerned, how they are being, made to pay about different kinds of things, and how they are being radicalized. Because he used to do small kirtans going from one village to another, trying to radicalize people. He claimed that he ran drug de-addiction centers, but the reality of those drug de-addiction centers was that he was trying to train his own militia. In those de-addiction centers, Indian agencies recovered weapons. They also recovered drugs. And the one question which they are raising, that if those were the de-addiction centers, then how come no paramedical staff was recruited by them, no doctors were there, no help was there? Because those are the people who are in use if you are running a de-addiction center. And another question they raised was, whatever was happening to Sikhs across border, Punjab, WPD never raised those issues, only what was happening in India. So they were trying to give it a color that it was being funded by ISI and Pakistan was behind it. But now his arrest has given a clear signal to all those people that arm of law would be reaching them, because India has made it clear that they won't support or they won't allow any anti-India activity, whether it's inside India or even abroad. We had seen many protests happening not only in London but in various other cities also throughout the world. So a message has been given to all of them that India won't tolerate such kind of activities even abroad. Priyanshi?
Absolutely, Neeta. Thanks very much for joining us. And very important points mentioned by Neeta Sharma there. That first, Amritpal Singh, of course, has been nabbed by a combined effort of the Punjab Police and the Central Investigation Agencies. The hunt that started for Amritpal Singh had led to consequences abroad as well. And he was running these de-addiction centers, which he used to radicalize the youth against India. Now, to understand this further, what all were the activities that Amritpal Singh was involved in? We have, of course, guests joining us on the broadcast. We have Jagdeep Sandhu, who's a senior journalist in Punjab. And Jagdeep Sandhu, while we try to understand Amritpal Singh and how he was a high-risk individual, he was on the run for the last over 1 month, and how this was a really important arrest for both the Punjab Police and the Home Ministry as well. So while we try to understand that, we look at factors such as the government sources saying that he was linked to Pakistan's ISI, and he had been working with them to radicalize the youth in India. So if you could help us understand why Amritpal Singh was the most wanted in Punjab and why his arrest is such a major day for Punjab and even for the country at large.
In Punjab, what Punjab has already seen in last few decades, the Punjab never wanted to come into that situation again. And Punjab has already paid a heavy price on that part, because one generation has almost suffered what there was in 80s and 90s. So Punjab always believed in progressive ideology, and the people of Punjab are very peaceful by nature, and they are into their own occupation of farming and progress. And such people who were taking advantage of religious thoughts. See, for some time there was felt as if there is a vacuum of the leadership, and politically there was people were not happy with the present or past governments. So there was a kind of frustration, but still there was another factor, which was a socio-economic factor. The people were searching for some good options for their occupations and for their careers. But simultaneously, some drug menace has happened in Punjab, and people were suffering from that. Now, Amritpal had taken advantage of that all situations, and he designed something which was his own ambition, and he wanted to take the advantage of that ambition to radicalize and to gain his own attention. And it was solely his own ambition and his own aim, what I feel. And so far, Punjab is concerned, I can understand. I have been into Punjab very frequently, and that is my land. But I have seen that these kind of people have come on the canvas time and again, and they try to exploit the sentiment of the Panth. And the youth who are frustrated on certain fronts are not really well educated on that, and they get trapped into these kind of people's false narrative. Now, as Neeta has pointed out, that he was running de-addiction center, and the basic question of that is that why there was no paramedical, why there was no medical facilities, or these people were involved into that. So it clearly shows that he was into his own some orchestrated kind of design to disturb Punjab. For Punjab, it is a very big achievement today that these kind of elements has been arrested from the land, and no other activity will happen in Punjab, and Punjab needs progress and peace. And if we see, this is a very sensitive state, which is a bordering state, and allegation has kept on being leveled on Punjab that there are certain elements who want to disturb the peace of India, harmony of India. But it is not the nature of the Punjab people. They had been guardian, and they have guarded the harmony of people, India, in fact, almost from the decades. And they have sacrificed all those their lives, and big sacrifices they have given for the country. So I personally feel that it is a good effort of the forces to eliminate or to arrest these kind of people, to make and maintain the harmony of the state.
Right, Mr. Sandhu, it's an extremely important arrest of the Khalistani leader Amritpal Singh. As you mentioned, he was trying to disrupt peace in Punjab. He was trying to use de-addiction centers to radicalize the youth against India and to radicalize people to demand for a separate Khalistan and to motivate them to conduct anti-India activities. So this is really important. This day is really important for Punjab and the entire country at large, as the search operation that had been going on for Amritpal Singh had led to repercussions abroad as well. And we have Ashutosh Srivastav, an advocate in the Supreme Court who also supports the BJP, now joining us. And Mr. Srivastav, it's important politically as well. But more than that, the search operation had been going on for more than a month now. As we've pointed out, that it wasn't just the Punjab police, but even the Home Ministry, the central intelligence agencies that were involved in this. So after more than a month, even now he has surrendered. And there were several questions over what the Punjab police had been doing for this long, but now he has surrendered. But the Punjab police is trying to pitch it as something that they've achieved, of course, by saying that he has only surrendered because we surrounded him from all corners. So how does this mean? What does this mean for both the Punjab police and the Central Investigation Agency's efforts for more than a month now?
See, I feel that obviously the central agencies have really done so well, and they have really helped the Punjab police. And we must also appreciate Punjab police. Finally, they have created a situation where this Amritpal Singh had no other option, no choice than to surrender. And finally, he surrendered today after a search of like 34 days. The way he had attacked this Ajnala police station, which is just 15 kilometers away from India-Pakistan border, and the police station was vandalized just to get his associate released from the jail. So that is something, had created a lot of doubts on the working and the efficiency of the Punjab police. But by doing so and by getting him arrested today, even though he has surrendered, but still, that really is an appreciable approach of the central agencies and the Punjab police. And we know that National Security Act was already, implicated against him for all the activities for carrying such kind of arms and guns, and openly, his associates were supporting in such a way. So it had given a very wrong kind of an impression for the entire country, that how the law and order can be compromised to such a level that even a police station is not safe. So with that in mind, even the Home Ministry has joined hands with the Punjab government, and I think they both have done together this important and very, very crucial issue. And after arrest, I think a lot of new facts will come up, his links with so many other people, and what was the intention of doing so many such kind of activities apart from what he is quoting. So it can lead to some kind of a conclusion of the entire investigation, which was pending for a long time. And it may implicate, I think, some other provisions of law also, maybe Indian Penal Code provisions, or maybe some other acts can be imposed considering the investigation which will take place now from here onwards after his arrest. So it is a good approach today at least the people of this country would be thinking that at least finally the person who was creating a lot of law and order issues in the country has been arrested, especially in Punjab. So it's a good move, I will say.
Right, and we also have Kapil Madan, an advocate in the Supreme Court. He's also a political analyst who supports the Congress party. And Kapil Madan, if I can come to you on this, we just spoke about the various acts that have been invoked against Amritpal Singh. Mr. Ashutosh Srivastava touched upon some of those. And one of them, of course, being the NSA. He also had an FIR in which he was accused, number one, and the Arms Act was also invoked against him. So several of those stringent acts were invoked against Amritpal Singh. So how does that reflect the significance of this arrest today? That would be the first question. And along with that, since you're a political analyst as well, the Congress party had been saying that Amritpal Singh is running away like a coward, but now the Punjab police has nabbed him. So what does it mean for Punjab, for Punjab's politics, and also for Punjab's culture from now on, according to you?
So, I was very patiently hearing Mr. Srivastava here. He was lauding the Punjab police and the central investigating agencies. To my understanding, they have failed miserably, and I'll give you the reasons why. I mean, it is a matter of fact, and in fact, we had various reports wherein it was shown, it was discussed that Amritpal Singh was changing his location very frequently. He was seen in Haryana, he was seen in Delhi, and thereafter he chose to surrender, again back in Punjab. Had it been, if they had concrete information, if the intelligence was working diligently, they would have, arrested him before re-entering Punjab. I mean, I also heard the press conference where the DGP was evasive. He didn't, mention categorically that it was Amritpal who offered a surrender. He was evasive, and he was not very clear whether it was a arrest or whether it was a surrender that led to the arrest. Now, that's point number one. Now, Mr. Srivastava was also talking about various stringent provisions have been invoked by investigating agencies. To my understanding, they have not. It is my information, and I would request my panelists to correct me if my information is incorrect, because my information says that there is no UAPA case that has been registered as of now.
Right.
Now, we also have a report. We also have some reports to suggest that he was receiving foreign funds from Pakistan. And when you have such a serious allegation, such serious information, such serious intelligent inputs, then it was incumbent upon the national investigating agencies to register a case under UAPA to ensure, to find out who received the money, to find out where the money was spent, to find out how the money has traveled in India. Now, to my understanding, they have not done so. And in circumstances like this, when they are applauding their own back, when they have invoked NSA, let me tell you, NSA is a kind of preventive detention.
Right.
It is not a substantive offense for which he has to face trial. Now, to my understanding, when you have information, when there are inputs that Pakistan has been sending money, he was in touch with different Pakistani elements, money was being received. This was an international conspiracy orchestrated at the behest of Pakistan. Then it was incumbent upon NIA to register a case under UAPA because in an NSA is a preventive detention.
Right.
And in a circumstances like this, when he was openly teasing, challenging the integrity and sovereignty of India, so therefore, to my understanding, prima facie, the case under UAPA is clearly made out. And the fact that they've chosen not to register the UAPA case shows that, this is a half-hearted approach.
Let me get in Mr. Ashutosh Srivastava on those serious allegations that you've made. And Ashutosh Srivastava, Mr. Kapil Madan saying that even though Amritpal Singh has been arrested today, it is still a failure of the central agencies who were trying to nab Amritpal Singh along with the Punjab police, as he's saying that even though they've been looking for him for the last 35 days, even after that, he himself surrendered, and it wasn't the Punjab police or the central agencies who have nabbed him. Even though the Punjab police is putting it across this way that he had to surrender because there was no way for him to escape and the Punjab police surrounded him. But despite that, Mr. Kapil Madan is saying that it's a failure because he had to himself surrender, and it had been close to 35 days that he's been on the run, but the central agencies and the Punjab police were unable to nab him. So how do you respond to that?
So I think then he is blaming the Punjab police only even after the surrender. But see, I do not agree what he is exactly saying. See, first of all, there are 6 different cases already going on against him for the offenses he made. So he is an accused in all these other 6 cases which are still pending. Secondly, when this Ajnala incidents happened, that happened in the police station, which is in Punjab, 15 kilometers away from the Pakistan and India border. So that time, it was the Punjab police which was supposed to take immediate actions, because police comes under the state list. Police does not come under the union list. Punjab has a proper police force which was required to take immediate actions. But it was the the Central Home Ministry which found that the support is required because it has not taken proper actions as of now, and it will give a very wrong message to the people of this country. And then the central agencies came into picture. Yes, he was changing the locations, but from where was he changing the location? He was in Punjab. How was he going out of Punjab? Why was he not nabbed in Punjab? How could he cross the border of Punjab and going to some other states? So that is the question to be asked by the state police and not to the central agencies. The central agencies when came into action. So obviously we have seen now the results. I'm not saying the Punjab police has not done anything. Yes, they also have done the best after the central agencies came into picture. And finally, we have seen the results today. It is not that he has simply surrendered. The appreciation must be given to the central agencies and the Punjab police at the same time for creating a situation where he could not run further and he had to surrender. He had no any choice left, and then he surrendered. If his intention was to surrender, he could have surrendered long back. Why was he required to surrender now? So obviously the situation was created in such a way. The heat was in such a way that he had no other choice left. So he was finally, he chose to surrender.
Let me get a word on that aspect from Mr. Jagdeep Sandhu as well, who's a senior journalist from Punjab, and he's been tracking the chase for Amritpal Singh for the last 1 month. And Mr. Jagdeep Sandhu, the question now is whether it was a surrender by Amritpal Singh or whether the Punjab police successfully nabbed him. And though the Punjab police, of course, saying that he was forced to surrender, what we earlier heard is that he himself went to the Gurudwara, he communicated that he wants to surrender, and that's why the Punjab police arrested him. So what are you hearing from your sources, and how are you reading this? Should this be looked at? Of course, it's an achievement for the Punjab police because at the end of it, they have managed to arrest him. But is it because they forced him to surrender or because he chose to surrender? How are you reading this currently from the information we have right now?
See, there are different dimensions to any incident. Amritpal, as an fugitive, was running. Let us not forget that small murderers and small criminals, they just cheat or they just give some dodges to the police or the forces for some long 3, 4, 6 months. So since he belonged to Punjab and he know Punjab, every area of the Punjab, so it was very easy for any kind of criminal to dodge police in such kind of incidents, right? And the people there may not be very supportive to him, but he was sharp enough, who has lived in some other countries and some other places also. So what I feel is that since he was a criminal and since he was designing everything,
right, and Mr. Sandhu, if I can... Right, and if I can also understand the significance of where he is chosen to surrender, the Rode village in Moga in Punjab, that is also the birthplace of Bhindranwale. And we've seen that in the way that Amritpal Singh dressed, the way he spoke, the way he walked, and even the figures that were found in his car. He was clearly following Bhindranwale in every aspect, and he was called Bhindranwale 2.0. So even for the location that he chose to surrender to the Punjab police, even that's the birthplace of Bhindranwale, the Rode village. So could you take us through the significance of where he is surrendered, considering that he's also surrendered from a Gurudwara there?
See, he had no options. To me, if I see a person who is doing such kind of things, and when he is surrounded by the agencies or the forces or the law, so he had no options. But as per his intentions and his designs, he has again tried to tokenize this incident to reach to Bhindranwale village, Rode village, and the Gurdwara Janam Sthan. And he was dressed in that kind of attire, which was similar to Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale.
Right.
Now, let me say, Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale was a scholar. He was a very, very broad. He had a very broad knowledge of the Panth as a religious entity, and he was a scholar. And Amritpal is nowhere near to it. People try to copy Bhindranwale and idolize Bhindranwale, but they cannot reach. Bhindranwale was not actually the symbol of terror. He was not a symbol of rebellion. He was not like that. But they have made, these people have made it for their purposes, the Bhindranwale as a symbol of something which was a terror, which was a rebellion, or which was a Khalistani, or which was something else. But in actuality, these people are trying to malign the image of Panth and scholars and the religion for their petty purposes and for their petty ambitions. That's what I see.
Right. Gentlemen, I request you to stay on with us. Let's also get the quick updates, the latest updates on this arrest from my colleague Saurabh Shukla, who's joining us from the newsroom. And Saurabh, we heard the Punjab police just saying that Amritpal Singh had to surrender. He was forced to surrender because the Punjab police left him no other option. So if you could take us through what really happened from last night to now, when Amritpal Singh went to the Gurudwara, to when he surrendered, and under what conditions?
Priyanshi, the latest update is that Amritpal will land in Dibrugarh. Punjab police is there and land in Dibrugarh around 11:30, and then he'll be taken to Dibrugarh jail. Now coming back to your question, Priyanshi, Amritpal reached Moga 2 days back according to my top sources, and Punjab police got this intel, and late last night they have cordoned whole Rode village, and as you've been telling about the significance of Rode village, birthplace of Bhindranwale. So he was there in that Gurudwara, and Punjab police was in touch with Jasbir Singh Rode, the Granthi of Gurudwara, and Jasbir confirmed his presence in the Gurudwara, and then Amritpal also told that Punjab police has surrounded the Gurudwara, and he had no other option than to surrender before Punjab police, and Punjab police has clearly said that there were clear instructions from Chief Minister himself that Punjab police will not enter Gurudwara in any circumstances. And then in the morning around 6:30, Amritpal addressed a small gathering in the Gurudwara, and then he surrendered and then arrested by Punjab police. So according to Punjab police, Amritpal had no other option than to surrender, because they had decided not to enter the Gurudwara, and for the sanctity's sake. Now the most important point we have to understand, Priyanshi, it's a 35-day-long operation. On 24th of February, when Amritpal stormed Ajnala police station, to get his close associate freed, Lapreet Tufan, that was a time when he came to the lamplight, and we had that visuals. One thing which is very important, and one thing is very common, that on that day also, on 24th of February also, Amritpal used Guru Granth Sahib as his shield. And after almost 50 days of that incident, today when he was arrested, he used Gurudwara as the same. So he used to use religion as his shield. And one thing which is very important and very significant, that on 24th of February also Punjab police refrained. They did not retaliate when these supporters of Amritpal stormed police station, because they had Palki Sahab, Guru Granth Sahib with them, and we all know that that Bhatinda's carnage in Akali government caused that they are still out of the power. So they knew. So that is to maintain the sanctity. They did not enter the Gurudwara, and Amritpal had no other option than to surrender. There are three important points I would like to highlight, Priyanshi. Number one, Amritpal was at large. He was running, from Jalandhar on 18th, he was Jalandhar, then Ludhiana, then he reached Kurukshetra in Haryana, he was there for a night, and then he reached Delhi, he spent 2 nights in Delhi, and then he went to Pilibhit, UP, then to Uttarakhand, and then again to Punjab. And on 28th of March, Punjab police was very close to him, and he somehow escaped, left his car and fled through fields. Since then, he was hiding in Punjab only, and from his hideout, he issued 2 videos appealing Akal Takht, the highest religious body of Sikhs, to call for Sarbat Khalsa. Sarbat Khalsa is the biggest and the most important meeting of Sikh religious leaders, and he said that on the occasion of Baisakhi, this Sarbat Khalsa called against the crackdown against Amritpal and his associate. He did not get support from Akal Takht. That was the first blow from Amritpal. Amritpal was thinking that he will get the support from Akal Takht, the religious supreme body of Sikhs, and then he'll be able to negotiate with Punjab police and government through Akal Takht. Akal Takht clarified that they are not going to support Amritpal. Amritpal should surrender before Punjab police, and Amritpal will not be allowed to surrender in the premises of Akal Takht in Amritsar or in Bhatinda. And number 2, all communication channels of Amritpal were blocked. His support was not there. His 2 masterminds, his uncle was arrested. His close friend Pappal Preet Singh got arrested on 11th of April. His financier Daljit Singh Kalsi was arrested. So he had no support.
Right, Saurabh. So Amritpal Singh being taken to Dibrugarh now, and Saurabh, to understand why he was a really high-risk individual for Punjab and for the country at large. So could you tell us what were the cases that were lodged against Amritpal Singh? He had several acts, including the Arms Act, lodged against him, and in fact his aides were also booked under the National Security Act. So what were the several cases he was involved in? The major one being in February when he barged the Ajnala police station.
So there are more than 10 cases against Amritpal. Number 1, as you clearly told, NSA, National Security Act, for indulging in anti-India activities. Number 2, attempt to murder. When he stormed Ajnala police station, he attacked Punjab police officials. His supporters were also there. Assaulting government servant on duty. Abduction, because he was later made co-conspirator in the case of abduction, for which Lovepreet, his close associate, was arrested. Keeping illegal arms, violation of several acts, rioting, more than 10 cases against him. And the most importantly, Punjab police and national agencies, our central agencies also have money trail, that he was getting funds from several pro-Khalistani groups who are in Punjab, who are in Pakistan, who are in Dubai, who are in Canada and Britain. So they have the money trail, money transferred from Pakistan to Dubai and then to Sweden. Some entries were there directly to Amritpal's account and through his close associates account. And apart from that, Amritpal, there were a lot of information regarding Amritpal's association and phone calls with few pro-Khalistani leaders who are in Canada, who are in Britain. So he used to talk with them and he used to take instructions from few ISI officials also. So central agencies have those recordings and have those details also. That is why this whole operation was coordinated. On 5th of March, Bhagwant Mann, CM of Punjab, had come to he was in Delhi and he had met Home Minister Amit Shah, and this was a coordinated operation against Amritpal. And it was not operation against Amritpal as well as his whole network. That is why on 18th, when internet was suspended, Amritpal, more than 150 associates of Amritpal were arrested on that day. Later, most of them were warned and then they were allowed to leave because they did not know about the intentions of Amritpal regarding Khalistan and anti-India. Later, they were warned and they were allowed to leave. Out of these who were arrested, 9 were slapped with NSA, including Amritpal's uncle, Amritpal's financier Daljit Singh Kalsi, Amritpal's close friend advisor Papal Preet Singh. They all are in Dibrugarh and they were questioned by central agencies, Punjab Police, and now Amritpal will also be questioned. But you have to understand, Amritpal, a normal Punjabi boy, went to Dubai in 2012. He was there. He used to drive a truck. He loved gymming. He had no beard, no turban. He liked that Western culture, but he got influenced during farmer protest. And then when he started writing on social media, and he was contacted by several ISI agents and pro-Khalistani leaders, and he was planted in India. In 2020, he landed in India during farmer protest, got really active. One thing which helped Amritpal was his oratory skills. So he was a good orator. And in 2020, they say that Amritpal Amrit Chaka, he became proper Sikh preacher. And since then, he started following all the rules of a true Sikh, and he started giving lectures. And he used to talk about to touch that sensitive nerve of people of Punjab, the drug. So from there, through religion, he used to talk about these drugs, and he used to take these boys to his drug de-addiction center in his native village, Jallupur Kheda. And then he used to radicalize these boys. He used to come to his drug de-addiction center for drug de-addiction. So he used to radicalize those boys to join him in that alleged Khalistani movement. That's how he influenced. And he got biggest opportunity when Deep Sidhu passed away. Deep Sidhu formed Waris Punjab De, a religious and cultural and social group of Punjab. And then he became the chief of Waris Punjab De and started sermoning and several other things. And then he came to the limelight through Ajnala incident, which happened on 24th. Priyanshi.
Saurabh Shukla, thanks very much for joining us with those details and really decoding why Amritpal Singh was the most wanted in Punjab and why this is a big day for the Punjab police to nab Amritpal Singh as he surrendered early this morning after a 35-day hunt. We'll continue to track the story and the latest developments on this after this very short break. Stay tuned.